Hello, you're watching Shalom World News. I'm Katie Asco from Dublin, Ireland, and these are your latest headlines from around the world. The Vatican has announced that Pope Francis is planning to visit Canada to foster the Church's pastoral process of healing and reconciliation with Indigenous peoples. However, the date of the visit is yet to be finalised. This comes as the Church in Canada discovered the unmarked graves of hundreds of Indigenous children at former Catholic residential schools earlier this year. The discovery led to public outcry, and several churches have been attacked in retaliation. Last month, Catholic bishops issued a formal apology for the Church's role in the matter, and the Catholic Episcopal body has welcomed the Vatican statement, saying that the papal visit will be a significant milestone in the journey towards healing and reconciliation. The mortal remains of veteran British Catholic MP Sir David Amess, who was killed by a Muslim fundamentalist earlier this month, will be laid to rest on November 23rd. The funeral service will be held at Westminster Cathedral and will be officiated by Cardinal Vincent Nichols, President of the Episcopal Conference of England and Wales. The MP of Southend West was stabbed to death in what police say was a terrorist attack on October 15th while he was meeting members of his constituency at the Belfairs Methodist Church in Leigh-on-Sea in Essex. A 25-year-old British national of Somali origin named Ali Harbi Ali has been charged with murder and terrorism. Prosecutor James Cable said Mr. Ali has confessed his affiliation with the Islamic State. Prime Minister Boris Johnson has declared that Southend will be made a city in honour of the late MP who had championed that cause. A controversial Italian bill that aims to criminalise what it claims are homophobic statements has been blocked by the Senate. Earlier this year, the Vatican made a diplomatic intervention using its sovereign status for the first time to oppose the so-called anti-homophobia legislation. It argued that if the bill were to become law, anyone who publicly speaks in favour of the traditional family could be penalised. Other critics have slammed the bill, saying that it endangers freedom of expression and would pave the way for an LGBT agenda in schools. As many as 154 senators have voted against the bill, while 131 have voted for it. After a heated, hours-long meeting on Tuesday, October 26th, a city in the US state of Ohio has voted to outlaw most abortions within its borders. Councillors of the city of Mason voted 4-3 to prohibit the possession of abortion-inducing medicines, but with no penalties for those seeking an abortion. Mason is the second city in Ohio to ban abortion. Earlier in May, Lebanon became the first. Both cities do not have any abortion facilities and do not intend for any to open. The new ordinance regarding abortion pills will come into effect within a month. Armenia and the Vatican are commemorating the 30th anniversary of their diplomatic ties. Archbishop Edgar Peña-Parra, the substitute for General Affairs of the Secretariat of the Holy See, marked the occasion on Wednesday, October 27th. The prelate toured the Genocide Museum Institute, where images depict the Ottoman Empire's 20th century Armenian massacre, and he opened the new office of the Apostolic Nunciature in the capital. Pope Francis will receive Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Saturday, October 30th. A statement released by the Catholic Bishops' Conference of the South Indian state of Kerala has confirmed the meeting between the two leaders. The Holy Father will receive Mr. Modi for a 30-minute private meeting. Referring to it as an historic meeting, the Bishops' Conference expressed hope that the visit might bring new energy and warmth into the relationship between the Vatican and India. The last time an Indian Prime Minister visited the Pope was 20 years ago, when Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee met Pope St. John Paul II in 2000. Hostility towards Christians is on the rise in the Asian country of Nepal, where 2 Catholic nuns have been imprisoned for religious conversions. Sister Gemma Lucia Kim and Sister Martha Park Byeonsuk of South Korea, who are members of the Sisters of St. Paul of Chhatra, were arrested at their mission house on September 14th. They were held in police custody until September 27th, when they were produced in court. However, the bail applications of the 2 nuns were rejected and they were sentenced to imprisonment. The 2 nuns were running a facility that provides food, education and healthcare to 120 children in the locality. Christians comprise just 1.4% of the population in the Hindu majority nation, where religious conversions are banned by law. Pope Francis has lent his support to the church in crisis-hit Syria. His Holiness has donated $170,000 through Cardinal Leonardo Sandri, head of the Congregation for Oriental Churches, who is currently touring the war-torn nation. Speaking at the Assembly of Syrian Bishops in Damascus, the Cardinal said that the funds would reach each of the 17 ecclesiastical circumscriptions. Papal Nuncio Cardinal Mario Zanari also addressed the meeting. He conveyed the closeness of the Holy Father to the Syrian people and reiterated the call for peace and democracy in the country. The conference was followed by a divine liturgy in the Greek Rite. Since 2011, Syria has been marred by civil war between insurgents and troops loyal to President Bashar al-Assad. Those are your latest headlines. Do join us again tomorrow and visit swnews.org for more updates. Shalom.